17th of December, FCC hosts a historic fight. Liverpool's own Shem versus Mike Lefty Thompson. Next Gen's next star will be looking to continue his ferocious run, where he has finished all of his opponents that he has beaten. Lefty is looking to cause an upset and steal the show to leave his mark on the pro scene and prove that he is the best and he deserves to be at the top. One thing is certain, both men come to fight, and a lightweight king will be crowned.
I hope I'm the underdog. No, I don't think I'm the underdog, do I? Of course not. There's not a chance in my mind I'm the underdog, let's have it right. In my mind I'm the favourite, but I know it's a close 50-50 fight.
I don't think you can say that. I don't even think you should take that.
Personally think we're both, no matter what, win or lose, both going to the top.
I think I'm going to finish him.
I've had no injuries, best camp ever, so there will not be day-to-days after me saying I've got a sore toe and all that, mate. I'm ready to go. And I hope he's at 100%.
Liverpool, this fight cannot be missed.
Welcome back to Roundtable Talk. I'm joined by Shem and Mike Lefty Thompson. Next week they are fighting on FCC for the lightweight crown. Boys, you're a week away. How are you both feeling?
Fresh.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah.
A week out, the things get a bit more serious now. You've been very friendly, but how serious does it get the closer the day comes?
I feel like it's as soon as we step in there. That's what it is for me. Outside, it's just business, but then when we're in there, it's a fight.
Still business and pleasure.
This is a big fight for Liverpool.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah.
Why is it not happening in Liverpool?
Because they tried to get a bigger arena and it was already booked, so.
Are you guys a bit gutted that it's not
Yeah.
in Liverpool? I mean, you're basically bringing the city to Bolton anyway. But
Yeah.
He's lucky he's fought in Liverpool. I've never fought in Liverpool in my whole career. I'm
Never?
still waiting. Never. I'm still waiting for my Liverpool fight, lad.
I haven't for years though, you know.
At least you've done it.
As an amateur.
Don't matter. You've still done it. I haven't done it yet.
This is the biggest fight in Liverpool to be made right now. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think this fight will do for the city?
Put everyone on notice, innit?
Yeah, definitely. It's
Yeah.
massive, innit? You can already see that, like, everyone's talking about it in the city. And it's gonna be really good for the sport, for the gyms and for us.
And for the young kids, I can imagine that Liverpool is
100%,
on
yeah.
fire right now
Yeah,
with MMA.
100%.
It's the best city in the UK for MMA, I'd say.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, it's exciting times.
How much pressure do you both put on yourselves to...
The same as I always do, really.
No, but to show Liverpool MMA in the light where you want to inspire the younger generation, or do you put that pressure on yourself, or is that something you really think about?
I thrive off the pressure. I've been in fights where there's been no pressure, where maybe the guy pulled out and you've got a late replacement on the day and you know you're going to run through him. And they've been the fights where I didn't perform the way I want to perform. The fights where they've come where I'm the underdog, I'm supposed to lose, or this is your toughest test and the pressure's on, they're the fights that I've risen to, because I feel like that fear, you either sink or swim, and I feel like I rise to it a bit. I like
Is this one of them fights?
Definitely, yeah.
Yes!
It is. We're fighting for the title.
I know.
Main event, UFC Fight Pass. Have you ever fought on Fight Pass?
No.
I've never fought on Fight Pass. Dana's probably going to be watching. Do you get me? So, of course, the pressure, if the pressure isn't there, then you're a fool. If you're not scared, you're stupid.
You mentioned that you feel the pressure like when you're the underdog, but you think that you're the favourite going into this.
Yeah.
Lefty, what do you think? Do you think
I hope I'm the underdog. No, I don't think I'm the underdog, do I? Of course not. There's not a chance in my mind I'm the underdog, let's have it right. In my mind I'm the favourite, but I know it's a close 50-50 fight. But I hope in everyone else's mind I'm the underdog. Bring it.
I don't care about it.
Put it on me.
What do you think about each other's skills?
Good skills. Yeah, good. But got to be really, really good to win this 17th.
That's what it's going to come down to, yeah, who shows up on the night.
Do you think, you've both been adamant going into this fight that it's not a striker versus grappler fight?
No,
you've both been adamant.
Definitely not. 100% not. You only have to see, like, watch fights. People think I'm a striker, my grappling's underrated. People think he's a grappler, the striking's underrated. There you go, 50-50. It's whoever brings on the night.
I think as well, people haven't seen the improvements from camp to camp because the fights are so quick. Like, you only get to see 15 seconds, you only get to see a minute, and then the fight's over. We finish our fights quick. People don't see the progression. I was in Ireland for 2 years doing only striking, never wrestled once, never done jiu-jitsu once, but then people still say I'm a grappler. Of course, that's changed my game a huge lot. I want to come out and I want to keep it on the feet, and I want to show people, like, I've got hands. I can fucking
do you think you can knock him out?
Of course I do. Why would I take the fight if I thought I couldn't knock him out, lad? Everyone's got a button and everyone can be switched off.
Of course not. It's right. You've seen the best get snoozed.
Yeah.
Do you think he can tap you out?
No.
Oh, see that there. Oh, see that there.
No, he changed the question.
Go. He changed the question, exactly. Exactly, he changed the question. You can get tapped out, you can get slept, I can get slept, and I can get tapped out. Ends off.
I don't think you can submit me.
Well, we're going to see, aren't we?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I wouldn't.
I'd be surprised.
Well, I won't be. I'm telling you now.
I don't even think he'll shoot a takedown. Unless he wants us one, eh? We got it.
No, it went down. It was 5 to the weeks ago. He started 2 out of 4 here already. That's it, man. No way, man.
5 ton. If he takes me down, I give him 5 ton. I told him that.
Allow it to 1, eh?
So no, we'll put it back to 5 ton.
Even though you're both fairly early on in your professional career, would you say this is a legacy fight for both of you?
That's a mad question because we don't know how far. I personally think we're both, no matter what, win or lose, both going to the top. And I've been told that by people who are outside of my gym and outside of this gym. But it's definitely gonna play a major part on who gets there first, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Let's have it right. Whoever wins the fight's going quicker than the other one, aren't they? So yeah, it's massive.
What about for you?
I'll agree with that, yeah. I feel like biggest fight to date in both our careers. Legacy fight's a bit of a hard one to say because he could go on to be UFC champion, I could go on to be UFC champion, and then it means fuck all. Or this could be the biggest fight of your life and you end up doing nothing after this. You could get it by a car tomorrow, so you don't know, lad, innit?
Shows.
You don't know.
You've said to me in the build-up to this that you feel like you've been the only one promoting this fight. Or maybe not the only one, but you've been the one that's promoted this fight more than Shem.
Do you reckon?
No, I haven't said that, I don't think. I think I said to you, I've put my hours in promoting this fight, doing stuff. Like, I didn't say nothing about it, not doing it. I just said I've dug deep in the gym, out the gym, and done everything, and that's 100% right.
No, yeah, I'd agree with that.
You know what I mean?
He's done what he's supposed to do, innit?
Yeah, of course, it's the job, innit? But nice that, I like that. Yeah, I like it, I said it!
I know that you can't see past Saturday night, but
no, you can't.
Where do you think the level of this fight and the magnitude of how much is going into this to build up? How much do you think that will help you going forward? Like the experience of...
Massively, I think I've already learned a lot in this fight because it's so big, because the city's watching, because the country's watching, and I already feel, no matter what happens, I've learned a hell of a lot through this camp, in the gym, out the gym. You know what I mean? Because it's not only big in the city, it's big in the country, isn't it? So, yeah, definitely.
I'd put the 2 camps back to back. It feels like one long camp for me, and I feel like from...
You haven't peaked too soon, have you?
I feel like from when I've got out of jail to now, the first day in next gen to now, I'm miles apart in terms of skill set. Filling the holes in my game. I feel like I've never trained at a gym like this before. I've trained at amazing gyms, but I've never trained MMA as a discipline. I've always done jiu-jitsu by itself, wrestling by itself, boxing by itself, Muay Thai by itself. I feel like now coming in every day for the past, what have I been out now, 8 months, 9 months, whatever it's been, just solely doing MMA, I feel like it's leveled me up a lot, yeah. And I think you should see that in this fight. Yeah.
Do you think he's got any advantages by being able to train the likes of Paddy, you know, the bigger names that are...
Not at all. I think he's got massive names in the gym, and of course that's an advantage, but I've got massive names in my gym. Do you know what I mean? They're just there first, that's all it is.
I think there is advantages to it. Like,
what do you think those advantages are?
Well, if you're a sponsor on the outside looking to sponsor me or him, some of them might lean towards me because they go, maybe I can get
is that an advantage though, having a sponsor in the cage when it's just me and you? I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it is.
They're giving me money.
It doesn't matter though, does it? It doesn't matter how much I'm getting paid for this fight. I'm turning up and doing what I do, yeah, so it doesn't matter. It's not helping me in the cage one bit. A sponsor for me. Well, that's part and parcel of it, isn't it? He sees one thing. It's like anything, isn't it? It's judgments. He sees it as an advantage. I don't.
Do you not think that, even though you are writing sponsors, do you not think being able to train with higher level guys maybe, that brings something else to the table, to what you already bring?
I feel like some of the best fighters in the country now are training at my gym, and I'm fortunate that I get to train with them. No knock on his training partners, I know he's got some good guys there, and I speak to some of the lads who train with him, and I've trained with some of the lads who train with him, and I know the level of them is good as well. But I can only speak for my guys, and I know when I look around the room, I'm not the best in the room. And that's been hard for me to say in a lot of other gyms that I've been to, and that's why I'm fortunate to be where I am here, and I've got nothing to complain about. I'm enjoying training at Next Gen.
As fighters, you want finishes and you want early stoppages, but do you think it's been frustrating to not also get the time in the cage?
Don't know. No, because everyone loves to finish. The people who say they don't are liars, aren't they? You know what I mean? You like to finish fights. There's nothing better than snoozing someone and finishing fights. But time in the cage is so different than sparring rounds, ends off. So of course there's an advantage to it. But anyone who says that they won a go 5 rounds, no matter they've trained hard for 5 rounds, is lying. You want to sleep someone, don't you?
You do. Like, if you go 5 rounds, you'll leave the cage and go, fuck, I wish I finished him. But if you finish him, you'll leave the cage and go, I wish I could have done another 2 rounds, or I've had the...
But even when you say that, you're thinking in your head, aren't you, that was a naughty finish, that.
Yeah, you watch your video back, you sleep someone and you're like, yeah. But I've finished all my fights in the first round pretty much, and I do leave, I'd say 7 times out of 10 going, I wish I could have shown a bit more, I wish I could have shown me striking, I wish I could have shown me wrestling, I wish I could have... But that's the perfectionist in you. If you don't have that in you, then are you going to make it to the top?
Probably not.
Probably not, lad, yeah.
Definitely not.
What do you think Shem brings that you've not seen before in your past opponents?
In my opponents, probably a lot. In me partners and me who I've sparred with in MMA, Thai, boxing, not... I've said since day one, I think he's a top opponent. I think he's a top grappler. People underrate his striking. I've seen his striking. The striking's really good. So I'm not disrespecting him as a fighter. As a fighter, I think he's fucking really good. But brings different or better than anyone I've sparred with, I wouldn't say so, no. Know what I mean? And he'll say the same about me.
Well, what have you got to say?
I think it's hard to find someone like Lefty, to be honest. Yeah,
Does that make him more dangerous?
Don't know. I don't really think into it that deep. He is dangerous. He is dangerous. But does it make him more dangerous? I don't know. It's just a fight. We're going to show up and we're going to punch shit out of each other. It is, though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
How do you think this fight will go?
I think I'm going to finish him. And I know he thinks he's going to finish me. So that could just stalemate it and we could just go at it for 5 rounds. I don't know, lad, it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
I've actually said that before. You can do all the planning in the world. It's MMA, it's a street fight in a cage. It can go out the window in seconds. You can think about an opponent, he's not going to shoot, he's going to shoot, he's going to do this, he can only kick, he can only... Nah, it goes out the window. I've planned fights and thought this, and ended up on my back.
Yeah.
And I've planned other things, you know what I mean? So it's just the way it goes, isn't it? Like you say, we're both turning up. I'm at 100%, so I've got no excuses. I will not. I don't think I'm going to lose the fight at all, but if like I'm coming out now and being dead honest, I've had no injuries, best camp ever, so there will not be day for days after me saying I've got a sore toe and all that, mate. I'm ready to go. And I hope he's at 100%.
Yeah.
And he hasn't peaked too soon doing 2 back-to-back camps, you know what I mean?
I'm smarter than that.
Yeah, man. I know you're there.
Would you say this is the best shape and in spirit you've been going into a fight?
I feel like I've always trained away from home. Now coming back to the city, I feel like I've got more resources than I've ever had. I've got the best strength and conditioning coach I've ever worked with. I've got the best MMA team around me I've ever worked with. I've got the luxury in my ma's home cook's grands.
They look nice, by the way.
Heavy, aren't they?
They look heavy.
Good.
I feel like going up in a weight class is probably the smartest decision I've ever made. I'm carrying more muscle than I've ever carried and still as lean as I used to be when I'd be at 65. I just feel like I'm probably in the prime of my life right now, 29 years of age. I've never felt better, I've never performed better, and I want to show that December 17th.
Do you think this is more of a must-win for you than it is for Shem?
I think it's for both of us, that. I think it's a must-win
So
for both of us.
I'll tell you, I'll be dead honest in every answer you're asking me. I don't know, I haven't thought of that one. I wouldn't say so, no, but... No, I don't think so.
I think it is. I think for both of us.
Oh yeah, 100%, but that wasn't the question. Is there a more win for me? No, not really, like, I don't know. Records are similar, about a few wins that he's got. No, I don't know. I don't care, to be honest with you. Without being disrespectful. We're both saying it off on the night. We're both coming to fight. The fans are in for the treat, using in for the treat. Let's get to work, innit? You know what I mean? Work's done, actually. Let's go and have some fun.
What are the final thoughts going into this?
Exciting, obviously. Nerves, yeah, you need them. I don't feel nervous. I don't think I'll be... You need them, don't you? You do. You need them to perform. But excited as well, man. This is what we're in it for. We're not in it for no easy fights, and like these little shows. This is a massive, massive event. Fighting for a world title on a big show. This is what we're in it for. Let's enjoy the moment, man. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like I've stepped in there enough times to know the feeling, to know what you should be feeling now, what you shouldn't be feeling now. And like he said, I'm not nervous, not at all. But I know once I get there, when them feelings start to come and you start to get that nervousness, I feel like I feed off that. I feel like I need that to perform even to that next level. And I just can't wait for that feeling. There's no adrenaline like it. Like, I've done fucking bungee jumping, I've done all crazy mad shit, and it's not 1% of what you feel when you're in there, when you get your hand raised or when you see that shot land and you're like, oh shit, I fucking dropped him. And I just can't wait to feel that again. It's the best feeling in the world.
Shamrock, Mike Lefty Thompson. I can feel there's a lot of respect between you two. I feel like there's a lot of tension in the fact that I know you want to smash each other's heads in at the same time.
Not
which
for
is
free.
what you want. Not for free.
Yeah, fight night, of course. But that's what's good, though, isn't it? We have got respect for each other, but we're gonna have respect for each other until we're in the cage, and then we're gonna try and rip each other's heads off. And then that's it, man. It's in it. It's good. I think it's good for the sport. It's good for the city. The fact that we're like that, and we're not putting false personas on and saying, "Oh yeah, you're getting this and that." No, we have got respect, but it doesn't mean on the night we're not gonna try and kill each other.
I think you've shown that you can promote a fight well and make it exciting without having to chat shit.
Definitely, 100%. We have, I think,
There's a lot
since
of
day
people-
one, haven't we?
There's a lot of fighters that feel like they need to put on that character and the persona. And maybe some fighters need
People
it
can see
for
through
themselves.
that though, lad.
I see through it all the
people see
time.
right
I think
through
it's
it.
cringy as hell, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
But some fighters may need that. Some fighters may have to put on something to
Well,
get
that's
in the
the
zone.
thing, yo, isn't it? But it's definitely not something that I think you should need to do. Do you know what I mean? But there probably is people who need that.
Colby Covington, man.
Should we get a handshake and a face-off?
Of course, man. Of course.
out.